Sorry. Hey, I'm doing live. Hi, Sam. Um, yeah, Betty did a live this morning. Just fucking pisses me off. And I really need to mow up. So she's not gonna lie on these internet people. I know you like to lie with somebody, but in line, it's going to catch up. You defame me of these people? I'm talking about kids and Katie and stuff. You bullshit. You pathetic. You are fucking losers. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me show you again. Baby's a manipulator, lying son of a bitch. Let me check something, because, no, I have a special, mm, no, I'm not gonna do it. Tutorial? Very unhappy right now. Not, she kissed me. I get somebody's like, why in line, bitch? Let's go. You wanna be in line? What? Oh, shit. Sorry.
I believe happened between 9.
We all know that you are liar.
To this channel, we do this book called The Language of
But you can't let anything go.
Action for All Mainstream Media. Guys, we don't just have ears, we've got eyeballs, okay? Mainstream media, listen up. We, the people, have these things. Lips break off.
Let me say something to you, you that bitch. You don't speak for me. All the people that hangs out like me. I'm sorry, I don't care. I know that we need to get the bad people that came here out of the country, but you do not speak for me. You do not speak. You don't know how to be a journalist. Okay. You goddamn toys. Put your toys up.
Cracked the spine of it yet. Haven't cracked the spine of it yet. So I see that there's a lot of people in chat. Yes, we are going to be covering the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case. And I know many of you guys are here because it says ghosted. Boy, then everybody's like, what? What are you talking about, Betty?
Damn.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Just sit. We got riots to discuss first, okay? The blessed riots in Los Angeles. I'm watching. I don't know how y'all feel about this, okay? I'm kind of getting a little frustrated. I'm getting a little.
You have a bad temper. We all know that, babe. Are you kidding? We all know that you have a bad temper.
Frustrated.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Media sitting there in Los Angeles, mainstream media. This is why I don't like mainstream media. This is a call to action for all mainstream media.
No, you can't. How do you say? You can't understand what it means to be a journalist. You're no journalist, you ratchet bitch.
Guys, we don't just have ears. We've got eyeballs, okay?
Like
mainstream media, listen up. we the people
You cannot
have
speak
these
for
things
me.
that are called eyeballs, okay? And our eyes are seeing the apocalypse break off behind you while you guys are here. Yes, Bob, we are here, out here in Los Angeles, and it is a mostly peaceful protest out here.
Guys, who do you think you are? Like, you block everyone that comes in and says the truth. Right? Hell, you can stand the truth.
As we're watching.
But she's smarter than a cop. She's dumber than a cop.
The entire blessed LA ablaze. Cut it out, mainstream media.
Cut it out, Betty. Cut it out. You think you know better than the cops. You think you know better than Trump? No. Honey, you just look stupid.
Are you joking me?
No, I'm not.
Like the summer of love. I mean, it's not funny, but there's a part in it where it is funny. You got a man up there, with his microphone. Oh, yes, it's mostly peaceful out here. As a car that is on fire is rolling behind him. Mostly peaceful. Well, I'm sorry, LA mainstream media. I don't know what you call mostly.
She doesn't speak for me. Sorry, LA Mia. She's about sex crazy woman.
Peaceful, if that's what you call mostly peaceful. Because to me, they burning it down. Burning things down, setting things ablaze, beating up our law enforcement is not mostly peaceful. Okay, so
You're not. Shut up, babe. Just shut up.
Give mainstream media a helping hand and an education on what the American people perceive as mostly peaceful. Okay? America believes mostly peaceful is a bullhorn Betty protest, okay?
No, that's a waste of time. Nobody gives you the time of a fucking day. It's not personal. You yell, you hurt people. You don't care about the neighborhood. You should be banned from all neighborhoods. Media needs to be banned from private houses, private domains, like campsites. Because what do you do? You're out in the woods, camping in nature, getting on with nature. I guess she's too dumb to figure that out. People like Biden need to be banned, need to be unless do not like she needs to be banned from people's neighborhood because she does not belong there. She doesn't comprehend that if she does this to one person, let's say Christian science. Let's say autistic boy, then there's an old woman that's trying to die in peace. What's this motherfucker do? God, the yells and screams all day long, harass the people. Melania wasn't innocent, but Billy Joe and all those people, you're not holding them. You better, and not from what I heard, next investigator, not gonna be an investigator. Because he wasn't even dirty dumbasses.
Many people in America, when we start seeing the summer of love type of protests, we're putting crap up on our windows like we're about to have a hurricane. Okay, that's not mostly peaceful.
But that's not peaceful is.
We have the National Guards coming in. And let me just be very clear. No offense to you, Californians. We have a lot of people, a lot of great, beautiful people that love the state of California. We have a lot of beautiful people that love the state of California that don't believe in the political ideology that I do. And that's okay. Okay. But, and this is a big but, we're all Americans at the end of the day. And you cannot tell me that Californians want to see this nonsense on their street. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm a human being, and there's no way.
You have to speak for California. You can't.
That me as a human being would want to live in something like this. Therefore, I don't believe any Californians would want to live in something like this. Okay?
Of course not. But it happens. It's life, so we need to deal with it.
So I'm hearing that, California wants to detach from America. Guys, if you're in California,
that's not true. What's happening is ISIS is trying to get those people out there to curse that brother idiots. And yeah.
It's time to move, because I'm going to say it like this. I don't care.
Why are you lying? That's not even the truth. But I guess you have to make up stories and misinformation to keep you channel going. Because God forbid if you tell the truth, it would give you a heart attack, right?
I really don't care. If California wants to be part of Mexico or be their own damn country, at this point, I don't care. Put up a flipping wall and let California sink, because they are on a roller coaster ride straight to hell. I'm sorry.
Kind of like you, but you have ass and stops forwards, right? Don't dare think that being a TRO does orders to protection, you're gonna be reinstated. Trust and believe. You're not gonna get an appeal on those OOs. It's ridiculous. Like you've been saying, like you've been doing, oh, you catch every bit of it. When you say about Cody, you don't know this woman. How can you be so hateful?
It has been coming for a really long time. Why is all the problems always in California?
No, part of the problem is you. You mother mightn't be you. Part of the problem is your mother can't say no to you. You might just strangle her, right? Like you did your husband.
Yeah. The funnel with all the narcotics coming into our country, according to our Polk County Sheriff, which I trust and respect,
Yeah.
Brady Judd, is saying that airport, LAX, is the problem with all of this shipment of narcotics.
If he's in Florida, how would he know? Duh, he would.
And other substances into our country.
It's Florida. It's our U.S. is big, so it's California, New York, Jersey, Texas, Louisiana, not Oklahoma. It's not just one state. Okay, I believe.
And we've got politicians, not people that are living in these communities that are ablaze, but the politicians that have those nice, beautiful fences around their home.
Are threatened?
Are saying, we want to welcome everybody. Who wants to welcome this nonsense to their front door? I'm sorry. I'm a human being, and I don't believe.
No, you don't act like it.
If any Californian wants this. And no matter how many politicians want to sit.
You couldn't speak on them. Why are you speaking for them?
Sit up in a camera. You cannot convince me that California voted for this. So the National Guards have been deployed. I have a funny simulation, and many people that Rissa, they've been really honing in on the green hoodie as well as the yellow jacket guy.
Why?
And so we've got the focus theme, but I'm still, and of course these ladies know because I'm, we communicate.
You're not professionals, but anybody can be anybody. Like, I'm gonna be a good teacher person. Shut the fuck up. Yes, I'm always gonna be a teacher, but no, I can't just say it. It's not professional. You are not a professional. When you're going to get when you get arrested, and instead you got lucky. You fucking got lucky. You fucking got lucky. Because if I have come across you in behaviors like you ask not be in charge so fast. If I was a judge, you ask be in jail. I'm going to throw everything at you. Because you haven't learned your lesson, Miss Ma'am. Get that right. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, I like to rain. You dumb ass bitch.
I'm not there yet with that maybe was overlooked during the Lily and Jackson. There's some relevant information that may
no news on Sebastian. It's not news.
We have gotten lost in all of that. But we've learned about this autism. We've learned about the overstimulation, and many people that are familiar with autism, a lot more experienced in the field, either by having their own children or teaching different children, or even having a school bus where they take.
Yeah, and that does people can speak on it, but you're so ignorant when it comes to this. And I know that she admits it. But I'm not the one to talk about a kid on children at all. You're not a fucking advocate. Sorry, honey.
Children to school and have to have specialized training to deal with the special needs. This is not screaming, we want to stay in your country. Okay? This is not screaming. I do believe, along with some people in our audience, I am very, very sorry, Seth. I know you don't like hearing this because I know how you believe. So you might want to turn your speakers off. I'm giving you a heads up before I say it if you're here. Turn it off. I'm giving you a few moments just in case you're fumbling around and can't find the volume. I believe Katie Proudfoot killed her son. I believe she...
Look at that face. When the truth comes up, but you better apologize.
Killed her son. I believe she strangled him. Okay? This is my true belief. This is what I have believed from the very beginning. But because of trying to find out information.
Okay, this is harassment, defaming, cyberbullying. Okay? And for your information, you dumbass bitch, the cops us now far apart. We believe the cops. We must stand up for them against people like you. A setback person.
And then after that, getting arrested, it did hinder my ability to speak my truth.
No, it didn't, bitch. You mouth has been running circles. Bitch, no.
So now that we can agree that the people of Tennessee believe in the freedom of speech, maybe not their government, but definitely the people, we're going to speak freely. So I do believe that something...
I'd be so a major tapping tantrum, like a child, had to get... You just a rich ass bitch. I'm sorry.
Something happened inside that home. I'm one of these people that believes Sebastian went home. I know that there's a whole of trying to find out information, and then after that,
You got your butt of it.
that there was something
God
that happened
taught you.
at the Texas
Sorry.
Roadhouse. We've got hindsight, which we love and adore.
Hindsight is misinformation.
Now, I'm glad I'm able to show my face. There are so many people that have to hide because they're, well, some people because they're being bullied, and other ones want to hide that they're the bully. It's
I'm gonna know who she's talking about.
it's insane on here. It's insane on here. But you guys did an amazing job. So now I'm glad I'm able to show my face. There are so many people.
You shouldn't. Your face is a shame. You should be embarrassed, fuck up, insane.
People that have to hide because they're,
Shut up.
All right. I get it. Okay, maybe I'm not going to pass for 29, 35. Can we get a 35?
No.
All right. Let's get back to the reality of the situation.
You fucking delusional.
So the long story is that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers did appear, at least when he was walking out of the Texas Roadhouse grill.
Oh my God.
That
let me recap this story again. Hi, Coffee. How are you, sweetheart? Yay. Okay. Do the service person. Sebastian spreading at his mom came home. No, he came home and didn't not cheat. Later that night, he said good night to his mom and his puppies, and I guess said good night to him. So he went off to bed, and Katie had a drug. While she's talking to Chris, I'm sorry, and she said, knock it off. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I know other knock it. He said, okay, Mom, I'm going to bed. Katie goes to bed. By midnight, wakes up the next morning to find him gone. And the cops has said, I'm fine. Now for play. But doesn't need to see Israel.
he seemed a little.
Nobody can judge that.
He did seem well behaved. Almost a little too well behaved. No? Militant like?
Nope.
Behavior, maybe?
He seems.
I'm not sure.
And they cannot talk.
I'm not sure. But
No. She cannot speak on this because, one, she doesn't know him. Two, she doesn't know how. She can't read body language. We all know that because she said that Chris Puffert's probably being argumentative outside the courthouse, but you're not having fun laughing up. You're just going to hurt it focus. But loves to lie.
I don't think anybody got the warm, fuzzy, I don't even think the hate channels could say they got the warm, fuzzy, loving feeling over that dinner.
Nobody can judge that. Not obvious.
I really don't. It just 15 minutes and head back from Hendersonville.
Oh, you stupid timeline doesn't make sense.
Remember when Mob Crew said those lights were over the garage? The big lights were the floodlights on Chris and Katie's house.
Oh my God.
look at that. Okay, I now understand. It took me a minute to try to read it and process it, but yeah, I'll take another look at that, and I may have to call you to make sure I understand clear. I think I understand what you're saying, but I'll go through that and check that. But I would like to get resolution on those lights and review those lights videos a little more. Maybe we'll do another live, solely for the lights. I think that would probably be good. But absolutely no chance of him leaving the home because there's no footage. And that's right, Amia. There is no footage of him. Oh, look who it is, Barbosa. It's nice to see you, my love. I hope you're doing well. Amia, you're right. There is no, and that's the problem I have and why let me get back. I'm sorry. I kind of got on a tangent and forgot to go back and kind of loop it together. So we have Hindsight, Mama Rissa, BMW Coupe. They just did their live. They're really into whatever was transpiring at the Texas Roadhouse. I'm not quite there yet. They may find something that pushes me over the edge, and I'll think he didn't go to the house. But right now, I'm still on the mine path that he made it home, and something transpired at the home because there's lights leaving the home to a car, which is it to me is supporting that something happened inside that home. Just me. I feel like the car, the lights, the back and forth, the flashlight going back to the house, to me that supports somebody being removed from the house in the middle of the night. And I believe the blob carrying the blob is Christopher carrying Sebastian or another person in Chris's.
Miss Ma'am, that picture was heavily edited. You don't fuck. It was a nothing burger, in my opinion. Allegedly. Seth, you support this piece of shit?
His family carrying Sebastian out of the home and into the car to take him away to dispose of him. The car down at the end of the road.
I just lie. Sorry.
These are all activities of someone trying to cover a crime. In my opinion. I'll have to look at that. Okay, sorry, Mama Rissa, BMW thing that pushes me over the edge, and I'll think that supports Sebastian is no longer with us. So then you have the other side, like Amia saying, where there's no proof that he left the house after walking into the house. There's no sighting of him. There's no
proof that they did it. This is lying. The cops is no foul play. And over on this channel, bitch, we support the populace. We support the innocent ones. Sam has messed us up. This whole fucking case by joining me, Mockingbird Media. I don't know. He changed the goddamn name so much.
Video surveillance of him. There's nothing even down the road.
They don't have any greedy ass money bag gifting in his hands, but the cops know tomorrow.
There's nothing. He would have had to walk by the school. He would have had to walk by houses. He would have had to cut through houses. And we found out that even the people in his own community have surveillance cameras in their backyard. So even if he was cutting through something.
This man cannot hear that high pitch noise that she's making in her voice. She doesn't mean to do it, but she does. I mean, I mean by that, she doesn't know she's doing it. I could trust this man.
They would have picked him up on their surveillance cameras.
And
we've got nothing. Unless he was a ghost, even a sheet over his head, he would have been picked up on the camera. The only camera that has picked up anything is a blob carrying a blob from the side of Chris and Katie's house to a vehicle.
That's not evidence, my dear.
parked away from their house. Very suspicious.
No. That person was very irritative.
Very suspicious. If they wanted, play the tape through, y'all. Let's use common sense. If it was a custodial abduction, why wouldn't they just pull the car into the garage, load them up in the garage, and take them away undetected? Why would they have the need of going through the side yard in a common area and parking a car down at the end of the road? These are all activities of someone trying to cover a crime. In my opinion.
Damn it.
The lights were overlaid wrong. Got it. I watched Nick Barris, and he showed where the big lights are coming from, and it's their backyard. Say well over 15 years now. Blessings or good people.
Not use that, but.
And welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. I eat the insanity. Must dispose of.
You're a nasty fucking bitch.
A 5'5", 115-pound body. Not an easy task.
I wonder how Christian can feel about you. You must hate you. Because I do. What a fucking disrespectful person you are. You're getting to self-head? What kind of person are you? You're not me, you're not smart. You're not fucking smart. No. Okay, you dropped out of high school at the grade 10. Bitch, I graduated. I have 5 years of college under my belt. And some of those courses, I made A's in them. Bitch.
Task. So, what happened? Well, if we look at the timeline, that night, we said that Chris absolutely had.
You could make that timeline fit. It's not a fact. Your opinion. The time you suggested
has enough time to get from his home in Mississippi, his camper in Mississippi, to Hendersonville, and back to his.
Will you stalk him? Will you harass him?
His job before calling law enforcement. Before. That means he was sitting in his work parking lot when he was making that call to the non-emergency dispatch line.
It's not your business.
But what did you guys learn from that story? He has 15.
Did you hear that?
I don't think it was intended, but something had to be done with a person she could trust and confide in. And that was Christopher Proudfoot. I believe Christopher Proudfoot disposed of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers.
He's a military guy.
Now, I want to keep looking.
You're bullshit. You're a fucking piece of shit. Notice that she has to add. She has to add to the timeline that her timeline is so far off base, off the truth, and manipulating. It's unreal.
For Sebastian, because again, this is just a theory. It's a very strong, improbable theory.
But no, it's not. No, it's not. You talking about this story does not make it so.
At the end of the day, we have no evidence.
No evidence.
Prominent possibility. We can't give up on finding out what happened to Sebastian despite the enemies who are trying to stop us. Amen for that. I just needed a little break, you know. I just needed to breathe.
Let me tell you something, Miss Mom. You gotta face the facts, not the delusional facts coming from you, because you don't tell the truth. Okay, you wanna hear something? Selfless, how success because of his phone. He has the resources. He hit Sylvester right in front of the teacher. He got kicked off base, you moron. You don't think that carries weight? You don't.
Then I needed to refocus because we coming back. We are not going to be holding back. We are going to speak our truth. We're going to say, we're going to truly speculate and theorize based on reality.
Your reaction is not reality. But go ahead, bitch. More content for me.
And the reality is we've got a situation where many of us, the majority of us, do not believe this child walked out of the house.
That's your belief.
On his own. Do not believe he willingly.
But the truth is, the truth from what I heard from cops says no for play. Sorry.
Walked out of this house or willingly left that home. Many of us believe something happened to him. Some of us are on the fence. We believe it's a custodial interference. Some of us believe his mother murdered him.
None. Not on my side. Nobody believes they murdered him. Dumb fucking bitch. You trying on steps, everything about you sucks. You manipulated, you trying to cast them out. It's not working, bitch. Because I told you, every time you go live about these parents, I'll fucking be up your, sorry, ass.
I believe his mother murdered him.
And me saying that is not going to attack her, but saying the truth, telling let's lies, let's facts, and let's not facts. That's what I mean by kicking your ass and up your ass. Because you don't tell the truth. You're a fucking manipulator and a liar. You don't look good, buddy.
I believe that there was a photo on his neck.
That's caused by self.
Of his neck, the optimism photo. And it shows a thumbprint on his neck. And I believe she got angry with him before and snapped, but it didn't turn out this way.
No, ma'am. He came home from self.
This time it did. Memphis for several months. And I think he knew of some desolate areas. I learned of places that I would think are prime for dumping somebody, keeping them out of the spotlight. A week, 2 weeks, it didn't matter. Crazy house. ER Blues, thank you for the soup.
I ain't told the goddamn truth. No person involved in this case is at fault. Except for my BC. I don't give a damn. You need to stop this lying against the prophets. Okay, okay. Do you really think that's okay? You don't want defamation by Queen Bee, right? Even though she says the truth, you don't. You lie and make up shit because you have to do that because you can't run internal based on the truth. What a bitch you are.
For chat off.
Sorry.
Level 1.
Circular doohickeys.
Makes sense.
So he would be well versed. You know, what are those? It looks like, yeah, these are definitely some type of retaining water cylinders of some sort, or waste treatment cylinders of some sort. When Kathy and Terry Bowersox left the area, went to Washington. But why do we keep circling it back to like antique and agey things? There's one by fifth generation. You mean second generation construction?
See, Tim Lacey, she even did more research. to find the truth out on there. I don't like this. Do not say that she killed good. That is not right and it's wrong.
I thought the trip by the Foots were don't confuse Ellie and get them to think Sebastian was somewhere else than Sumner County. It's possible. It's possible because, well, you got to look at it like this. To me, it seems like timeline wise. Now, I may be wrong, but in my mind, I've thought about this the entire time, and again, I could be wrong. I can't.
I can't hear much different. So you can see. Sorry. Where's my face? She's going stupid. That's she's stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need to go. I read it. I try, but she just pisses me off. I'm gonna revisit the stream. Or maybe not. I don't know. I have to talk to my girl. Can't make any more promise to go live anymore. And I'll see you next time.